because when I was at 1350, I was losing about 2.5 pounds a week.
Walk 3 or 4, and I am pretty hungry already. Up 2 of the 4 days I'll be gone. I'm already going to be eating food that's not part of the diet.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, whenever you're watching this. Hope doing well. Welcome back to the where I'm going to be going from this back to this in 5 months-ish. So subscribe if you want to follow along, and comment if you think I can. Okay, today we're gonna hit some back right now. It is currently 5 o'clock on the dot. 5 in the morning. Still not as early as we need to be. I even set my 8 p.m. bedtime alarm, but I just couldn't fall asleep. So I'm super tired, and this means it's going to be a short back and buys day. What I will be doing is weighted pull-ups, some dumbbell rows, or maybe some cable rows. I don't know how, I'm gonna see how I feel when I get there. Some pullovers, and then a little bit of arms. I'm just thinking 2 sets of heavy curls and some 2 sets of, if they have the easy bar, some easy bar concentration curls, or if not, then I'm just gonna do like 25s and just burn out like crazy. So super tired, but I'm ready to go, so let's do it.
I'm glad that I stuck with just 1 set of 315 yesterday, because just that alone, my quads are sore. I definitely feel it. I don't know if maybe it was that plus a little bit of running, but if I had done 3 sets, my legs would be fried today. So made the right choice. All right, it's 5:35 and I'm a few minutes away from the gym, and that means I'm gonna be getting to the gym at 5:40, and I'm only gonna have 30 minutes to crank out back and arms. So the plan is not really to lift anything heavy, just to get a killer pump, because I haven't had one in a while. So instead of pull-ups, I'm gonna do pull-downs, and I'm gonna do like 3 sets of not really super heavy, just warm up, 3 sets of just burn it out. Then I'm gonna do the same for cable rows, and then pullovers, and then we're gonna do 2 sets of heavy curls, 2 sets of light curls, and that'll be that. So maybe no lifting footage today. So yeah, no lifting footage today. We got a pretty good back workout in, but before I do physique check, we're going to weigh in here if this fucking thing will work. Let's see what we're looking at today. That's, I guess, what was it? 2, what was that yesterday? 215. Was that 216.2 yesterday? I'm gonna double check.
Okay, so 215.8 is exactly what it was yesterday on the dot. And with a supposed 1,000 calorie deficit, that should average out to 2 pounds a week ish, and a pound every 3 days, 3.5 days. So every weigh-in should be like a little less than 1/3 of a pound a day, like somewhere between 0.25 and 0.33 pounds a day. So what we should be expecting is every weigh-in to be, I'm gonna do the back again. Every weigh-in, we should lose about 0.2 pounds is what we should be roughly looking for. About 0.2 pounds So, for example, since last weigh-in was 215.8, today should have been 215.6. Now, doing a day-to-day weigh-in, obviously there's going to be a lot of minute fluctuations, so weekly average is still the main goal, but still to be considered. Now, this 1900 calories, whatever, 1,000 calorie deficit is what Chronometer said should be my caloric intake for 1,000 calorie deficit. Obviously, it's not going to be entirely correct, and last time I was pretty low in like the 1,350 range for the last couple of months. So maybe I do need to go lower, because when I was at 1,350, I was losing about 2.5 pounds a week. I'm a little bit more active in my day-to-day, but not a whole lot more. I mean, definitely at least an hour's worth of walking more, but haven't started running yet. And it may just come down to dropping the calories a little bit more. I just need to figure out where I want to drop the calories. I think most likely it would be from the tortillas and the popsicles, which I'm sad about. But I don't really want to drop the chicken or the cheese, because it's just enough protein that I want for the day. And the vegetables are just you want to have vegetables every day. So I might have to finagle something. I'm going to just keep going steady. I'm not going to make any rash corrections yet, because I don't want to like burn myself out too quickly. But obviously I've done it before, I can do it again. So I might just have to go maximum overdrive to get that 2 pounds a week in. 2.5 pounds a week would be fantastic. But we'll just see. Other thing I'm going to do is just keep track of what my weights are on Mondays. And then by the time the next Monday comes around, see if I'm down to 2.5 pounds. And that'll be a better general weigh-in. But yeah, I'm pretty hungry. It's time to eat our first round of chicken, vegetables, and tortillas. And get ready for work. 34 grams of fat-free cheese. 155 grams of chicken thigh. I don't have much vegetables, so I want to save some of that for later. 89, we'll call it 90 grams of vegetables. Microwave 2 minutes. I don't drink coffee, it's not mine. But to spice things up, a little bit of cilantro. You know, the stems are still good too. And a good squeeze of lime to freshen everything up. Breakfast. I forgot to bring this up earlier, or at all yet, but I am also still taking creatine. And still taking 10 grams. All right, finishing up walk number 1 of 4 of the day. And I was just thinking about how today is the first day that we have not lost any weight, on the scale at least. But today is actually day 7, the first week completed. And we are down 4 pounds and some change, because the initial actual weigh-in was like 119 or 219.8 or something. And we weighed in at, distracted. So we weighed in at 219.8 or 219.6, or I think 0.8. So we're down 4 pounds in the first week, which is all right. I kind of expected more, to be honest, but still 4 pounds in a week, so I can't be mad at that. And it is the first time that the scale hasn't gone down at least a little bit. Like I was saying earlier, weekly average or weekly total is going to be the more important thing. And so 1 week down, 4 pounds down. I'm still going to, today's Wednesday, and the first day was also Wednesday, so I'm going to
kind of recalibrate that for Mondays because it's a little bit easier to keep track of. But there's a couple things we could tighten up for sure. I've been weighing everything out and getting trash truck drove by. I've been weighing everything out and getting it pretty close to what I want, but I haven't been like incredibly strict, so I could tighten that up a little bit. I have been having 3 popsicles a day. Could drop that down to 2, and I may honestly even drop it back down to 2 tortillas, because that right there, dropping a popsicle and a tortilla is another 120 calories or so. Dog stole a bagel off the ground. Anyways, 120 calories right there gone, which isn't very much, but over the long run, it'll definitely add up. And so there's a couple things there. Also, I will be adding a half-hour run after New Year's, which a half hour isn't all that much, but you add a half hour, man, it's noisy today. You add a half-hour run on top of what will now be 3.5 hours of walking, plus a little extra. And I think that should chip me down to where I need to be. If after a few weeks, we'll say by the end of January, I'm not hitting that 2 to 2.5 pounds a week mark that I'm really aiming for, I'm going to cut calories down to 1,500. And I think what I'm going to do is I might just do no tortillas, even though it's like the thing that makes the food the best. But I would rather have tortillas, or rather have popsicles than tortillas. So that might be the move. Because right now I guess I'm at 1,900. That'd be 210 calories. So to drop it down to 1,500 would be like, I need to double that. I guess I could take out a little bit of chicken. It's just like all my protein. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out and finagle something. But getting 1,500 calories and 200 grams of protein probably isn't really possible. So maybe that's a bit of a pipe dream. But I'll try to figure something out. But anyways, we're in the beginnings of this. So I need to not get too ahead of myself. But I do like to just plan and adjust as quickly as possible versus trying to kick the can down the road and figure it out later. But anyways, walk number 1's about to be finished, and then we'll get on to walk number 2. All right, walk number 2 of the day, and we're doing a half on, half off leash, so we're gonna get a moderate amount of steps, but nothing crazy. Right when I left the van, we were at 8,000, so we'll probably be at like 11-ish by the end, maybe 12. We'll see. But I gotta say, my legs are definitely a little bit sore at this point. All of my clients, not all of them, but a lot of my clients have stairs and like 3 to 4 flights of them. And they're definitely a little hard this morning. So I'm still appreciating myself yesterday for only doing 1 set. What I think I'm gonna do as well is on each leg day is I'm just gonna add, so for the next 2 leg days, I'm gonna add 1 set of 315, as long as I can still squat it while in caloric deficit, until I'm at 3 sets. And then from there, since I'm not going to be running as harshly, I honestly may not lose as much squat strength as last time, which would be great if I could keep 315 for even just 1 set of 3 all the way throughout this cut. That would be phenomenal. I'd be more than happy with that. And so next 2 leg days, we're going to work up to 3 sets, and then I'm either going to try to maintain it, or when I can, if I can, squeeze out another rep or 2. I am eating a pretty decent amount of protein. Not that I really am expecting to put on any muscle, because I will be in a caloric deficit. You do kind of need that surplus. But who knows? I'm not going to pretend to be a master of human physiology. So it may not. We'll see. But if I could put on a rep or 2 over the course of 4 months, while being on the cut, hey, I'm not going to deny it. But yeah, we're going to get through this walk and then start the next one. Alrighty, we are wrapping up walk 3 of 4. And I am pretty hungry already. Yeah, I don't know if I am more hungry having breakfast or not. I can't really tell yet, but I think I'm going to keep splitting it into 2 meals because it's just too much food in one meal at the end of the day to do all in one go. It's also better for the protein absorption and all that, but yeah, definitely right around here, 3:30ish, 3 to 3:30. Sorry, 2:30 to 3:30. 2:30 to 3:30. I start getting really hungry. Now, luckily, hunger doesn't really bother me. Another benefit to me about when I diet hard like this is I can be pretty hungry and I don't get like hangry. It doesn't really affect my energy. It does steal a little bit of my attention though, for sure. And if I'm too hungry, I definitely can't think as clearly. I'm a little too focused on food. But we got 2 more hours-ish. No, 2.5 hours until, no, it's like 2.5 hours until we're all done. And then I'll be on my way home and we can eat and feel a whole lot better. But we got another 15 minutes on this walk, another hour-long walk after it to be hungry with. And yeah, it's going great. All right. Walk number 4 just begun. We're like 10 minutes in. And I'm feeling a little tired. Gotta say, I'm feeling a little tired today. I'm really excited for food later. Yeah, I need to really start getting to sleep earlier. Tonight and tomorrow is going to be like the only normal day though for a little bit, because on Friday after work I got to go back to my hometown for a winter solstice feast party thing, and then I'm there for 2 days, and then I come back to SF for 1 day of work, and then I go back to my hometown for Christmas Eve and Christmas and all that. So it's going to be a funky next week or so. And so I'm going to try to just squeeze in what I can while I can. But I'm not going to really stress about it. I was thinking I was going to bring meal prep, but it doesn't really make any sense to be honest, because 2 of the 4 days that I'm going to be gone, I'm going to be eating Christmas dinner and feast food. So yeah, we'll be eating, so since 2 of the 4 days I'll be gone, I'm already going to be eating food that's not part of the diet. Oh, nah, that's not your ball. And the other 2 days will be spent mostly traveling. It just doesn't really make any sense. I'm just going to eat. I'll just have 1 meal each of those days, and I'll just try to be relatively smart about what I eat, so as to not go crazy over calories or over the deficit, and not like fall off track. Because definitely on the solstice feast, which is what the feast is, definitely gonna eat a lot because it's a feast, and I'm just not even worried about it. And then Christmas dinner is big family dinner, so I'm not gonna restrict myself on those 2 days because that'd be stupid. But yeah, so anyways, let's get through this walk so we can get home and eat some food. Whew, we are home. It is time to make some food and fill this belly that is starving, but not small yet. So time to feed up and eat up. Sugar-free soda. This is all the cheese I have left, so 32 grams of fat-free mozzarella. This is all I have left for chicken and vegetables. Dang. 364 grams of chicken, a little extra tonight. 144 grams of vegetables. Microwave. 3 minutes, 240.
Up and then go down, and you're shooting and you crash in.
Dang it, I just started this and my timer went off. But see, I had just started it. Anyways, time to get out of business. I'm gonna get these out of the way real quick. Steps for the day. Boom. Check that out. Almost 24,000 steps again today. That's pretty impressive. I am now going to take the screenshot of the steps right after I record this, because the last 2 times I said almost 26,000 and I already was 26,000 or whatever the fucking number was, because I record this and then I walk around my house for like another hour before I go to bed, and then there's more steps. So 24,000. Boom. There's calories, or there's the steps. Protein and calories. Boom. Pretty nice. A little high, but not really, so that's fine. And so today, before I get into that, so we're doing good, we're on pace, doing great. I'm excited for tomorrow's weigh-in. I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised. I'm hoping. But aside from that, today I'm realizing that my senses are getting heightened, because I could smell. It's been a couple days, but walking around town, just smelling restaurants. Oh, they smell so good. One of my clients' houses is like, to get into the apartment complex is a back alley somewhere. And there's like a breakfast thing close by. And I could just smell the croissants in the air in a San Francisco back alley, which we all know what those smell like. Or you don't. They don't smell great usually. They either smell like nothing, or they smell like trash. And they smell like croissants. And then at the end, my last walk, I just walked by 2 restaurants that are like next to each other, and they just smelled like pasta and buttery amazingness, and I was just so hungry. That's kind of cool. So when I do have different meals sporadically every once in a while, they're going to be really good, and everything's going to smell really good, and I'm very excited about that. But it's kind of annoying being really hungry at like 4:30, 5 p.m. and just smelling deliciousness everywhere while exercising. It's a little rough. But yeah, for some reason right now, I have a lot of energy, pretty wiry, and it's 8 o'clock right now, so I need to go to bed right now. But I still have to fold my laundry and do my dishes. So I'm going to use this crackhead wiry energy to finish that out, and hopefully that'll be enough for me to be sleepy for some reason in 15 minutes and fall asleep by like 8:40. Probably not going to happen, but that's what I'm hoping. There was one other thing that I wanted to talk about. Can't remember what it is. Separately though, I need to get some more workout pants, because all of mine are stuff that like my mom has gotten me over the years on like birthdays and Christmas and shit. And they're great. Love you, Mom. Appreciate you. But they're really tight on my legs, and especially down by my calves, and it's kind of annoying to walk in, and the pockets are really small, so running in them isn't really possible. And it's cold here, so I definitely want to wear pants like throughout work, and I want to have pants that are comfortable enough to run in during my runs after New Year's. So I think in a few days, after all this holiday stuff, I'm going to go to a thrift store and search for some sweatpants or something that are just like loose and baggy with bigger pockets, so I can put my stuff in them, because my phone has fallen in my pocket running quite a few times, and it's super dumb. Don't want to do that anymore. And aside from that, I think that's pretty much it. It was a good day. Back felt great. I kind of wish that I'd done pull-ups, but I didn't have enough time for the warm-up sets and all that, so I guess I should probably go over the lift. I warmed up a little bit on lat pull down, And then I did 3 sets to failure on that with like 165. So I was getting, I don't know, like 12, 15 reps. I wasn't really counting, but no more than 15 for sure. Maybe no more than 12. At least 10, but no more than 12. And then I did cable rows, and for a little bit I've been really focusing on cable rows, like really stretching forward, and then at the top, like arching my back a little bit and really squeezing the muscles that run on your lower lats into your spine. I don't know what that's called, but those muscles. Feels great. Also kind of stretches the back out a little bit. And then I did some cable rows, or bent over rows. I think I did 4 sets of those actually. But same as always, those are always the same. Just stretch, squeeze, nothing too heavy, just kind of burning it out. And then I did 3 sets of curls with the 60s. And those are honestly feeling pretty good. I'm getting 5 to like 7 reps each set, even having not been like fully warmed up or anything. And then I did 2 sets of just pumping them out with 25s. And actually, as I do that, I feel it a little bit. So I think it was a short but good arm day. Anyways, yeah, I think that's it for the day. I'm going to clean and go to bed because tomorrow is shoulders. Not sure if shoulder content's going to come in. I'm going to try. If I get up early enough, if I get in the gym at 5:10, there shouldn't be too many people and I can get a little bit of shoulder footage, but most likely all I'm going to get is shoulder press. And maybe what I'll do is just focus lifts on like my heaviest or my most important exercise in the lifts, just so you have like an idea of what I'm doing, but I just can't record in there all the time, unfortunately. So I might have to limit that, but it's about the cut, not the gains right now, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. Love yourselves, love each other, be kind, spread love, and fix your sleep schedule. Wake up early, it's the best way because it's good for you. All right, see ya.